tiger, you will get to go to the zoo. And at the zoo, you might see a tiger and a camel. See, that's a camel. And a zebra. And the zebra has black and white stripes. And a lion. And a chimpanzee. And penguins. Penguins swim in the water. And an elephant. Oh, your cousin Jake loved the elephants when he was little. And an owl. And the owl goes, whoo, whoo, whoo. Bless you. Was a sneasels. And there's a bear. All these things in the pictures are things that Abby will get to see. Yes. You want to look? You want to touch? A little white duck doing what he oughter. He took a bite of a lily pad, flapped his wings, and he said, I'm glad that I'm a little white duck sitting in the water. Quack, quack, quack.
Do you think you'd do something too, Elwood?
He does. He's just guarding us. Staying close. Spam has corn in it.
Mom, that's a joke.
I know. It says your present is 2 tickets to Spam-A-Lot and dinner consisting of spam, eggs, spam, 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 and spam. Love, Jen and Tim.
Those people in the mall.
What is it?
It's okay.
It's Sea Creations.
No, I think that's so sweet that
That
you
is
stopped
so
to get
sweet.
something from him. He was by himself and oh, and they accosted him.
Forest Juniper Body Lotion.
It really was a deal. They tried to charge us $70 in Eugene for the same product. I got it.
That was a very
Cheaper.
very
It was a very good
Yeah.
deal. You did good.
A really, really, really good deal.
Surprising thing is that I thought a lot of things I would just automatically know. Because all these people had been mothers for thousands and millions of years, and that you would just automatically know how to do things and understand your baby. And
Wait a second. You didn't know what you were doing?
I've always told you you were my practice child. Actually, I do. It was how we discovered that Noelle ought to live near the beach, that she was a beach baby. Every time we were at a lake, or when we went to Cannon Beach before she started walking, if you would put her down on the ground, she would start crawling just as fast as she could go toward the water. And every time you'd put her down, she'd do the same thing.
What are you thankful for this Thanksgiving?
Well, I am thankful for Abby, of course, and I'm especially thankful that we get to see her every day and watch her change day by day. And I am most thankful for Jake and for Noelle and our beautiful daughters and our sons-in-laws. And I'm thankful for my husband, Ron. And I am particularly thankful for my good health. I'll bring Newt. Go. Who's this? Newt. Who's this? Monkey. Yeah, monkey.
Right on your back?
He played hopscotch with a starboard watch while the captain tickled the crew. The gunner we had was apparently mad, for he sat on the after rail and fired salutes through the captain's boots in the teeth of a booming gale.
Tell me about this. I see the doggy. You want the doggy? Any one's fair, one's two, but the one little duck with the feather on his back, he led the others with his quack, 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 quack. The camera overshadows everything. I want that camera, Papa. I want that camera. You march. March, 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 marching in the woods.
Now, Abby has one of the more distinctive and wonderful laughs that's around, and your mother has got her own imitation of Abby's laugh, and she would like to do it for you now.
Abby.
That's not it. Like you're hacking up a line. It's really like a old lady, long-term smoker. Bird call.
She's not.
She's on. Bring out my pretty laugh when the camera is on.
Give me that ball. Give me that ball. Give me that ball. Oh, look at that ball. Give me that ball.
And when Harry
And Mamma Mia.
Oh, I just rented that. That's really good.
Jennifer and I saw that in the
Who
theater.
gave that to you?
The Mamma Mia?
Me? You guys
The
probably do all
Novotnys.
kinds of stuff
Mamma
without
Mia was
me.
for me. That was my idea.
They probably do all kinds
Thank
of
you,
stuff
thank
without
you,
me.
thank you.
You're welcome.
Best about Lily.
I like that she's very work-oriented and smart, and she's very funny, and family's very important to her, and I like all those things about her, and I just like almost everything about her. She's just a very neat person.
Thank
I'm
you.
lucky to be your mom.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Child, I'm assuming.
Or you can pick your favorite.
So, one that comes to mind is my eldest daughter, Miss Jennifer Penelope here. When she was in preschool, they went to perform for a local nursing home, to sing for it. And when she got back, Sister Carolyn was so mad. Jennifer and one of the little boys, instead of singing in front of this group, decided that they would tickle each other and roll around on the floor. So, she embarrassed her entire preschool.
Yeah, I'm horrible.
And I didn't have time to, I'm trying to think of,
I wasn't
Lily.
embarrassing. She's trying to narrow it down.
no, I'm just trying to think. Not really embarrassing, but it always took me by surprise when we lived in Connecticut, Lillian here, every place we went, people would say, "Hi, Lily," and then they would say, "Oh, are you Lily's parents?" And we never did find out how she knew all these people. She never spilled the beans about how everybody knew who she was and what she had been up to. But we always were somewhat suspicious of the situation.
I'm not going to tell you now.
I don't think so.
I was running a Ponzi scheme.
Good. Share with your mother. Entire family that I can't possibly see enough of. And the opportunity to have razor clams for Thanksgiving dinner. And a grandson who likes to make cheesecake. And yummy apple pie. And the piece de resistance, the chocolate raspberry cream soda.
Kathleen, what does Independence Day mean to you?
Well, in particular, I think of watermelon spitting contests. I think that pretty much sums it up.
Your heart swells with patriotism, I can tell.
Nothing is more patriotic than spitting watermelons. Seeds.
What about apple
I was
pie?
wondering about that word.
The
I didn't know
seeds.
many people could spit watermelons.
Like that.
Do a cheese for Papa.
Abigail and Mama, cheese. Happy birthday to Mama.
Thank you.
What have you learned in your years of life?
That you're young and you work, and then you get to play.
Why is this birthday special to you?
Medicare. Say it, Abby. Say Medicare.
My tablet.
Until they actually see
Kathleen,
the
what do you
baby,
like
see what it
best
looks
about
like.
Lily?
I like everything about Lily. And what I really like about Lily is how bright she is and how fun. And she always looks so sophisticatedly dressed. And she's such a good mommy and she's such an excellent teacher. I like all those things about Lily.
Who is it?
She's good company.
Now, Abby picked out 2 of the 3 things.
What picked out? Ooh, almond shea butter shower gel. Ooh,
She
that
thought you would
sounds
like
nice.
that. And
I would
Abby,
like that.
Abby said it smells.
Oh,
And Abby picked out
beautiful.
that.
And
It's a garden stone.
a garden stone. We can make room for that. It says a garden is filled with the music of life.
Actually, Abby picked out a garden stone that had a biblical scripture on it. And then we switched it.
Oh, and there's my mirror.
I don't know, Tim.
Oh.
Oh, here, let's not open that part. Pizza garden, tomato and sweet
I
basil.
thought you could just have a pot, you know, a pot way up high, and I can get you one to go with it. But just to grow some tomatoes and,
Yeah.
you know, a little something.
Now, it
And I-
doesn't grow actual pizzas. Just to be clear.
Oh,
And we're just returning your.
Tim would be all over
okay,
that.
lost a little half.
No, I
Get bib overalls.
It kept her busy last night, didn't it? I forgot.
Briefly.
A little pizza hat.
That goes in my purse. I will let
Abby,
Jennifer put it by my purse.
Abby.
You're really lucky. I talked to her. She picked
Black
out a
shirt.
shirt at first, and I said that is a really ugly shirt. And Abby said, "Mama like it." She was screaming on the top of her lungs. Nobody would like that, Abby.
Ooh, basil.
My tomato tree is starting to grow.
Tomato tree.
Earmuffs.
When it came to mothering, you kicked ass. I'm a grown-up, I can say that now. Ass, ass, ass.
What did Santa bring you, little girl?
He brought me Ron Pearson. Thank you, Santa.
Well, that's the best present of all.
It is.
You must have been a very good girl this year.
I don't think so.
Whose is it?
This is
Is
Jake's
it Daddy's kitchen?
grandmother.
Is it?
What do you find to be Jake's most endearing quality?
Jake's endearing qualities are too numerous to count. But he's very good company. He knows a lot of things. He can do a lot of things, and he's just a great kid to be around. And I like being with him.
Go.
Okay. Well, first of all, this is very simple. I want to let your parents, Mr. Jake's parents, know how proud they should be of him for his above and beyond the call of duty behavior on Wednesday. He drove 2/3 of the way to the ranch. He climbed Goat Hill, someplace I've never been, the highest point on the ranch. Then we went to the museum. He lugged around my briefcase with picture albums and scrapbooks and never a complaint. And then he drove all the way home from Winston. So that is above and beyond the call of
Tell him
duty.
about the freeway driving too.
And he showed excellent judgment. The freeway had very heavy truck traffic, and given the option of practicing freeway driving in Roseburg or not, he opted to wait until a time when the traffic was not so heavy.
Very good.
So very mature judgment. So I have something for you.
Thank you.
You don't know what it is yet. You may hate it.
It is a bag to put things in.
Show the
I'm
camera.
the camera.
Camera's out.
There we go. Thank you.
Well, don't go getting passed out.
Okay,
Give me your
Kath.
hand. Miss Noel, what I wish for you to know is that every place you go in life, leave every place better than you found it, leave every person better than you found it, and every pug better than you found him. And then you will have a very worthwhile life. Got it?
Yes.
Word it into your head. Okay. Now let me have no Abby.
Abby, go sit with
Abby?
Mama.
I love you, Abby. Abby, make your papa laugh every day.
And that, you can do no better than that. And laugh at Papa every day.
Oh, you don't laugh at me. You don't laugh at me. No.
And tickle your toes every day.
Mama, what are you thankful for?
I am thankful, and I want to remember on this day all those who have gone before us and what we have learned from their wisdom and what we have wanted to incorporate from them. And I want to also thank them for what they taught us that we don't want any part of, that they felt was important.
Like what?
I don't remember right now, but I know there are things there. And I want to thank those who are coming after us, and because mostly they bring us pleasure. Sometimes they bring us headaches, but mostly they bring us pleasure for our children and our grandchildren. And I am thankful for the man who is taking this picture, because he is the center of my life. And I am just thankful for living in a place that's where I want to be, and so many, many more things. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you. I think you're wonderful.
Memory that you have with your father.
Well, your great-grandpa Crawford, I have more memories than I could ever cover, but one of the more recent ones, well, just before we left Illinois, I was pregnant, or before we left Oregon, I was pregnant with Lily. And the last 2 months that I was pregnant with Lily, I had to stay in bed the whole time. And my dad would call me every day and talk for half an hour to an hour just to keep me company, so that I wouldn't get bored and lonely, and because let me know that he was thinking of me and worried about me, and it was just very, very special.
Thank you.
Jake.
What have you really learned?
That good health is important, and having somebody to share your life with is important, and having your family around you is important, and living someplace you like is important. Everything else is secondary.
Mama, what advice do you have for Nicholas on his 3rd year of life?
Well, what I would like to tell Nicholas is to keep being the wonderful boy that he is, and to always learn new things and have fun. And that's it. That's what being 2 is all about.
What's the friends that look like this?
Thank you.
Isn't it like insanely easy?
Kathleen, what is the best part about being your age?
That you've had so many years of memories, and so many birthdays, and so many people, and been so many places, and you've done so many things. Everything about it is good. And you have grandchildren, even better.
Kathleen,
Yes.
tell us why you have the greatest mother in the world.
Well, because she just was. She just was. She was a perfect lady. She never said anything bad about anybody. And she always encouraged me by telling me that all these other little girls in the neighborhood looked up to me. So I had high expectations that I had to live up to. And she made sure that I had available dance lessons and camp and all kinds of fun things for kids.
Kathleen, do you have a happy or interesting or etc. Christmas memory?
I do. I remember it was one of the very first Christmases after Ron and I were married that we used all of our money. We didn't have any money, and we used all of our green stamps for Christmas presents. And then when it came time to get a tree, we went down at the last moment to this lot, and we found a 50-cent tree that looked like a 50-cent tree. It was like one of the poor little Charlie Brown trees. It was just pathetic. But we still decorated it, and had a very nice Christmas.
Yes. Thank you.
What are you filming?
I just want to film you because you're so beautiful.
Why, thank you, sweetie.
So this is your birthday party?
Yes, it is, but it's not my birthday yet. I get to stay 68 for a few more days.
You are one good-looking lady.
Why, thank you.
Kathleen, can you think of a time when you made your mother proud or happy with you?
Certainly, when I received a scholarship, when I was president of Future Teachers of America, and then president of the Tri-County Horizon Club Council, and gave speeches to large groups of adults. This was when I was in high school, and she was proud of me when I was teaching when I had my school in Woodburn for children with developmental disabilities. She was proud of me for a lot of things.
Thank you.
The advice, one of the things that I remember my father telling me is not advice I followed, and I feel better for it. But his reasoning made a lot of sense for him. My parents did not want me to become a special ed teacher because they were concerned that I would have to work a lot harder, that it would be a lot more difficult than teaching in a regular classroom. And I think the reason for that is that my mother taught during the Depression, and my father had a ranch, and he was used to doing really hard work, and then your parents work so that you can have a better life or an easier life than they did, and so they wanted me to pick a career that would be easy on me. And so, but instead I went ahead and became a special ed teacher because I thrived on the challenge. So, good decision for them, good decision for me. Thank you.
Kathleen, what do you think Nicholas will be when he grows up?
Well, Nicholas is very interested in how things are made and he loves to build things. So I think he would be an engineer or an architect, somebody who designs either bridges or buildings or maybe spaceships by then. So I think he will do something that's creative but yet has to do with how it can be built.
Mama, what are your memories of Papa's parents and your sister Marianne?
Well, when Marianne and I were really little, we shared a bedroom and a bed. And two things I remember is we each had a stuffed doll that we took to bed. Mine's name was Barbara, after my cousin Barbara, who I thought was very special because she was probably 18 at the time. And Marianne's was named Daisy May. And at night when we were supposed to be going to sleep, we would make up adventures for our dolls. And these stuffed dolls, and they would cavort around the bed. And then when we got a little older and we were supposed to be sleeping, we would sneak a flashlight upstairs and under the covers and a deck of cards, and we used to play cards under the covers at night. So those are good memories. And then one thing about Margaret and Leo, Papa's parents, I remember, is shortly after we were married, they announced in front of Papa that if we ever got divorced, I could come and live with them, and Papa would fend for himself wherever he might go. So I felt very loved and welcome in their family. And Margaret and I, like Jennifer, would sit across the kitchen table.
But that's cool.
Lily, yes. Sorry, what did I call you?
What did I call Jennifer?
Oh, anyway, at least it wasn't a dog day this time. Anyway, Margaret and I would sit across the kitchen table and just talk about everything under the sun. She just loved to sit at the table and just talk for hours. And the thing I remember most about Leo is that we would sneak off, not sneak off, but we would go off by ourselves and go to art galleries and art stores and visit the kinds of places that interested the two of us, but no one else in the family particularly. And we always had a very good time.